I'm going to show you how to increase and decrease your cap ease. And you can use this technique on any sewing pattern that you have. And you might be wondering, what is cap ease? Well, cap ease is going to be the extra fabric that's from your notch to notch on the top of your sleeve. So you want about 1 to 2 inches of extra ease when you're doing a set-in fitted sleeve. So if your sleeve is too tight and it is popping straight out, that means you need more ease. And if you are setting in your sleeve and you end up with a ton of gathers here or any gathers, that means you need less ease. In other words, I'm going to show you how to make the top of your sleeve either bigger or smaller so that way it fits into your pattern beautifully. And most importantly, that it fits you like a glove. Today I'm going to be demoing on just a basic sleeve pattern, and first I'm going to decrease the sleeve cap. The first thing I like to do is fold my pattern in half if I don't have the center of my sleeve marked, so that way I know right where the center of that sleeve is. After we do that, we're going to take our ruler and we are going to draw a line from the underarm seam on one side to the underarm seam on the other side. Excellent. I'm going to draw in the center line on the sleeve. I don't need to go all the way down. We're just going to be working in this area here. So the slash and spread method is nice and easy, which is great. We are going to cut down until these two lines intersect, and then we are going to cut over to the bicep. And we are going to do this until we get to the very edge. We don't want to completely cut through it. We still want it to be able to hinge. Okay, so now that we have our sleeve basically cut apart, what we need to do is make that sleeve cap up here smaller. So we are going to take these pieces and we are going to bring them down below the bicep line. And you're going to notice that up here at the top, they start to overlap. And that is exactly what we want. We want the sleeve cap up here to get smaller. So after you have it overlapped as much as you need, so if you're wondering how much do I need to decrease it, go ahead and measure the armhole of your pattern so that way you can figure out the number that's going to work for your pattern. Make sure everything is always nice and flat. So I'm going to pull mine a 1/2 inch below the bicep line for this demo. I'm going to go ahead and tape it and always make sure everything is nice and flat. I'm also going to do the same thing on the other side. I'm going to bring it down a 1/2 inch. We're going to tape it up here. Okay, so now we have brought this down a 1/2 inch, and you're going to notice that up here, our line is no longer straight. So we need to redraw our balance line here for the center of the sleeve. Okay, so now we have it re-centered here. So by doing this, we have decreased the amount that is in the top of the sleeve cap. And if that's what you needed to do, well, your sleeve should fit way better now. And now we're going to increase the sleeve cap. So if you need more room up here, that's what we're going to do. So what we're going to do is draw on that bicep line again. We are going to draw our center line again. And you guessed it, we are going to cut down the center. And we are going to cut to the bicep on both sides. Once to the left and once to the right. And now when we do this method to make it bigger, we also need to tape some paper underneath. So I've got this awesome pink paper that we are going to tape under the sleeve here. We're getting all twisted up. There we go. Now let's say you need to add about 1 inch up here. So what I like to do is still keep it balanced. So I'm going to draw a line straight up from center. And now I know that I want 1 inch. So I can go ahead, we can just draw a 1/2 inch on both sides of this line here. So 1/2 inch, 1/2 inch. So now I've got my inch up here. And now we want to, let's tape that down, tape her down. Don't want her to move. Okay. So now what we're going to do is swing this over until the top of the sleeve is hitting the 1 inch. And make sure everything is nice and flat everywhere else. So it's always a good idea to start, ooh, we moved, and that's okay. Now that I've got the end taped, we are going to line up the tip with the 1 inch mark. Go ahead and tape it down. And now we're going to do the same thing to the other side. So we are going to hinge it, move it, pivot it, however you want to say it, until the tip of it there is at the 1 inch. And now we have added 1 inch here at the top of the sleeve. And just like that, you've got the top of your sleeve cap increased with 1 inch. Let's say you needed 3 inches. You could go ahead and do the same thing and increase it by 3 inches. So increasing and decreasing your sleeve cap is that easy. So we have increased the sleeve cap on this one and decreased on this one. Let's lay them on top of each other and take a look at the difference. Look at the difference in these two sleeves. One got bigger, one got smaller. Even though it felt like we weren't doing too much, there is a substantial difference between these two sleeves. I know pattern drafting can seem really scary sometimes, but once you break it down and take it step by step, it's easier to digest. So just like that, bigger and smaller sleeve caps. Thanks so much for watching Sewing Anastasia today. I hope you enjoyed increasing and decreasing your sleeve cap. If you have any questions about it, leave it down below and I'll get back to you as soon as I can. And if you're not already a subscriber to Sewing Anastasia, make sure you subscribe and hit that notification bell so you know when the new videos come out. And if you're already a subscriber, thank you so much for watching. These videos are for you guys. And if you don't already follow me on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, Pinterest, I don't know, all the social media, make sure you stay connected so that way we can stay creative together. And I would love to see your projects, so tag me in them so that way I can reshare them with everyone else. And if you're in Chicago, come on into the studio and take a sewing class with me. More info on that at sewinganastasia.com. Thanks so much for watching. Bye.